Hello friends, in today's tutorial we are going to learn how we can make treadmill using Blender. As you all can see that we have a cube. First we will press tab to go to the edit mode. We will select face option. Then we will select the front face. Press X and delete it. And the opposite face, press X and delete it. Now we are going to scale this. So let's come back to normal mode by pressing tab. Let's select our cube. Now let's scale it along y-axis. Now we will go to the overlays option and just tick the wireframe. Now we are going to add a cylinder by going through mesh. As you can all see, we have a cylinder. So let's modify its properties. We want to have 16 vertices. Yes. Okay. Now we are going to rotate our cylinder by clicking R and about y-axis. So we are clicking Y. So as you all can see, it is rotated in y-axis. Let's have a clear view. Okay. Now we will move it towards left. We'll copy it by using Shift plus D, and since we have to move it along y-axis, we will grab it by G and press X and press Y. Okay. Now we are going to add loop cuts by going in edit mode. Now we are in the edit mode. So now we are going to add loop cuts to make our belt. We have to make it 30. Similarly for this one we have to make 30. For sides we want 7, and similarly for this side we want 7. Okay, so you can clearly see. Yes. Let's come back to the normal mode by pressing tab. So now we are going to scale our objects. First we will select our cylinders. From shift, by pressing shift, we can multi-select our objects. So now we are going to scale them as a whole. Okay, perfect. So yes, you can see them from the x-axis view. So let's make our belt bit more big. Basically we will scale it along y-axis. And now we will move our cylinders accordingly. As you can clearly see the view. Okay, now this is perfectly symmetric. As you can see, the tires are a bit small, so we will increase them along x-axis so that all the operations can be performed very easily. We have selected both. Okay, perfect. Now we are going to add physical properties on our objects. First, we will select a belt. Here you can see the blue icon of physical properties. We will select cloth for our belt and collision for both the cylinders. Yes. Now we will play the video. You can just see how the belt is falling on the cylinders. Okay. So let's try to increase the mass of the belt. Let's make it 100. Okay, we have increased it to a large extent. Let's see how it changes. Oh, so you can see that the belt is falling with a very high rate. Now we will decrease its mass with a great extent. We will make it 0.01. Okay, let's restart the video. You can see the belt is vibrating due to a very less mass. Okay, let's make it zero point 0.5, which would be perfect for our belt. Let's play the video. Yes, it's perfect. Now we will select this cylinder. We will press N and we will add a keyframe to the y-axis. Okay. Now we will go to the last frame. As you can see here, 250 is our last frame, and we'll move this towards y-axis away from the other cylinder. A bit more. Perfect. Yes. Now we will again press N and add another keyframe in y-axis in the last frame. Okay. Let's come back. Now let's check what happens. So you can see the cylinder and belt, how they move. Okay. Let's again play the video. So we will stop at this value. You can see 157. Now we will select this cylinder. Again press N and delete all the keyframes. Okay. Now we will select our belt. We will go to the modifier properties and we would enable the cloth. Now go to the physical properties, add cloth to the belt and reset its mass to 0.5 kgs. Now select the cylinder, click N, and in rotation, right click here and insert a single keyframe in y-axis in the first frame. Now go to the last frame, rotate along x-axis this cylinder by clicking R and then X and rotate it to 1100 degrees. Perfect. Now add a single keyframe. Select the other cylinder, go to the first frame, add a single keyframe here, go to the last frame, click R and then X to rotate it along X-axis and make this one also 1100. Perfect. Now add a single keyframe here also. Now let's play our video. Now select both the cylinders and set the friction to 0. So now you will see that the belt would hardly slip on the cylinders. Increase the friction to 10 for both cylinders. Let's try this one. So you can clearly see that there is hardly any slipping. Select the belt. Now change the speed multiplier to 0.3. So now you can see that the belt is moving really slowly as compared to the cylinders. Increase the speed multiplier to 2. Remember one thing, that you must increase the quality steps if you increase the speed multiplier value for quality results. As you can see here. Let's set it to 1 only and set this to 10. Or let it be 5 only. Perfect. Let's select the belt and reduce its vertex mass to 0.4. Air viscosity is really important. If you set it to 10, increase it, then you know that viscosity of air will hardly allow it to slip or to move along the cylinders. And if you reduce it to 0, then it would be very rough motion, as you can see. There would be hardly any slipping. So we don't need this, so we will set it to 2. Yes, this is perfect for us. Bending will make for the belt hard to rotate. So let's do it 0. And tension is the key thing. If we increase the tension, then we have a well stretched belt, as you can see. Let's change the air viscosity to 1.2 and the tension to 40. Now let's play it. So now If we introduce the pressure effect, let's set it to 1. You can see multiple simulations occurring like this. Okay. If we increase the distance, let's say 3, let's say 1 meter, then you can see the distance between the belt and the cylinder, which is very much which we don't need. So let's set it to 0.1. This is pretty good. As you know that gravity is very important, so let's set it to 30. So you will see that the belt will go upwards like this. So let's set it to 10. As you can see, the loop is a bit less curvy. But actually we need a negative value for it to go downwards. So we will set it to 9, minus 9. Or let's set it to minus 6. Yes, that's perfect. So I hope that you can play easily with these tools. So that's all from my side. You can see the belt, how amazingly it moves. Thanks for watching my video.